Hello and welcome everybody to yet another DeFRaG demo review. My name is Crazy Al. This is the WarCup 381. It's uN-DeaD012. Seems like a pretty cool map. We have not the most amount of submissions I've ever seen, but still some pretty cool names in there. I'm sure we'll see some pretty decent runs. So why don't we kick it off with the VQ3 as is the tradition and see who we got. Starting off 31.6 by DeFRaG. So, plasma to start with, some climbing involved, more climbing involved. Then we get a little rocket section here, some jump pads, and then a little a very little B-hop section to navigate. And then more haste plasma in the end. Straight up climb to the finish, well played. Next up we have 29.8 from uN--DeaD012. Oh, not using the ramp jump there is interesting. Yeah, this section there's a lot of platforms you can jump on. It's a little bit tricky. Well played. What do we have next? 29.7 from, is this Gix? Is this Lex, perhaps? I don't know. So there is a rocket there on that platform, but I don't think it's really worth taking it. Again, no ramp jump. Oh, I suppose it's VQ3, why would you use a ramp jump? Sorry, my mistake. I guess that makes sense for VQ3, especially as it's haste plasma. Wait. Next up, we have Raven, 26.9, quite the jump. Nice. Economical start there, using very few plasma, although you have way more than you ever need. Nice step up to the top. Good jumps through there. Solid finish, well played. If you're looking at that final section going, that looks like an OB, then we might see something like that later. Next up, 24.2 from DQOPB. If there's a better way to say that, please someone let me know. Good start. Going onto the side wall here so you can plasma horizontally across there. Nice jump onto the jump pad, and then two rockets where we see people using one previously. Pretty good midsection and a solid finish, well played. Next up we have Flan, 24.1. Show me how it's done. Again onto that side wall. Going for the ramp this time. Nice jump. Having to unfortunately slow down to make that work, but it's all good. Well played. Next up, Radio Koala, 23.8 on the dot. Good fast start. Pretty conservative with the plasma at the top, but all in all, pretty solid. Nice jump out of the rocket pit there. There you have it. Next up, we have Happy, 23.6. It's not wasting any time between those two plasma climbs. Loads of speed. Really quick into that teleporter. is going to have to step up onto that ledge. Losing quite a bit of time here in the end, but it's all good. Moving on into the top 3, and this is where it gets pretty real, starting off with Pashka, 23.4. Speed here, using the ramp. Yeah, not too happy with having to step up onto that ledge there. You can see the frustration in those machine gun bullets. But solid run from Pashka, well played. Next up, Effect, and quite the jump in time, 20.8. Let's see what he's got. Really quick onto that second plasma climb. Just really good plasma in general. Not having to slow down too much through there. Goes for the rockets. Interesting. I think that might be the only, well, perhaps the only person we see use that. We'll find out in a minute, shall we? Right, Roman's run is clearly like nearly 2 seconds faster than everybody else. Or rather than the person behind him. So let's see what he's doing differently. Interesting plasma. I'm going to revisit that. Oh, that's really good. I really like that. Okay, now what a sick run. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why this run is so cool. So, first of all, this is something that I don't know if a lot of people realise, but you see where he presses plus back here as he switches to the wall. That's really important. You can really save yourself a lot of speed loss by doing that. And it's interesting here that he only uses the strafe keys initially on the plasma and got so much speed, over 1,000 ups. And he does it again here when he moves onto the wall, only using the strafe key. I don't know if that's some weird VQ3 tech that I'm not familiar with, because I'm not really a VQ3 player. But really cool nonetheless. And you can see here, he will skim the ledge behind him with the rocket. So second rocket here, skims that ledge, gets him up and above, clears the entire messy platforms there, so it doesn't have to worry about stepping up onto any ledges. Backwards all the way into the plasma. Uses the taunt just because, but does a really cool thing here as well. He uses the side wall and then hits the ramp at the top and even plasmas off of it. So very, very cool run from Roman. Really, really optimizations in every part of the run. So really good run from Roman. Well played. We see it one more time in full speed, why not? That backwards strafe through that section is awesome. I love it. Very well played. Alright, short VQ3 section this week. Let's jump into some extra demos, some demos of the week. Starting off, we're going to start off with some Wiz demos, or at least one Wiz demo. This is, if anyone who doesn't know, Wiz is like tool assisted speedruns. It's like a scripted run. And this is a really hard map by Kairos called Hang Style. Let's check it out. So like I said, scripted run, this is not performed by a human. This is the theoretical max, I suppose. Really cool looking map. Looks like it flows really well. I think I played it a little bit on my own, but like in CPM, but it's pretty difficult. The railgun shots here giving speed, I guess, or maybe downwards momentum into the ramps. I'm not sure. weird plasma climb on the ramp there. And there you have it. Shoutouts to Cab Corp for providing the task demos. Next up we have a plasma run from Likey, because we love Likey and we love his plasma runs. I'll even turn on the angles so you can see how much of a nice guy I am. Nice. Very well played. Alright, that's it for the VQ3 demos. Let's head into CPM, where we have a few more runs to look at. Starting off 26.2 from DeFRaG. Oh, missed the teleport. That's unfortunate. A lot easier to get through that section in VQ3, or rather in CPM compared to VQ3, because you have obviously double jumps at your disposal. Next up, 24.4 for Phobos. Good first plasma section. Could have got a little bit more speed out of the horizontal section at the top. Oh, tries to do a third rocket, but just doesn't quite manage it. And then we're going to see another rocket finish, perhaps. There we go. Good stuff. Next up, Ganja Boy, 22.8. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think maybe it looked like that was kind of intentional to lose a little bit of speed there. There we go, not using the jump pads to get up. I think that's the first run we've seen do that. Well played. Next up, Radio Koala, 21.8. Good plasma section. Unfortunately catching his heels on that ledge there, so not managing to maintain the momentum. But nice run. Uses the inverted ramp at the top of that plasma climb quite well. Next up we have Volcanoids, 20.9. There we go, that's the kind of speed you want to see. Still no OB. Solid finish. Well played. Next up we have Q3 Lex, 20.5. Using the side wall again. Just about gets that ramp jump. No jump pads. Using a similar finish to Roman here, perhaps. There you go. Doesn't quite manage to get the plasma on the ceiling ramp, but it's all good. Next up, Raven, 20.2. Again, using that wall there. Interesting. That, I mean, the double jump on the ramp is always going to be miles better. And Raven gets the OB, let's go. So I'll take another look at that just to show you how to get that OB. It's not immediately obvious. And if you were to stand at the top and look at the floor as to use the OB detector, it would not show up, I think. Because it's basically because it's a double jump OB, I think. So you have to get a double jump, I think, here on this ledge. Clear this ledge and then get yourself in the corner. Now you're going to get an OB when you land. It's dependent on the double jump. My understanding of OBs is pretty lacking in general, but yeah, basically you have to get the double jump there to achieve the OB when you land. Anyway, 18.888, so we got quad 8s, very nice, very aesthetic by Capiche. Opting to use the rockets midway through. There's a double jump for the OB again. I think we're going to be seeing that for the rest of the demos. Very well played. 18.4 for Pillow. He's going for the rocket as well. I do think the rocket could maybe be better, but like in the later section when you go up the ramp, but the time it takes to grab it, I don't think makes it not worth it, basically. But we'll see as we proceed through these demos. 18.2 for Happy. Good speed here. Really nice transition onto that wall, side wall. Taking his time, wants to get that double jump for the OB. Well played. Next up we have City, or however you say it. 17.3. Pretty decent speed horizontally there. Nice, 2 rockets to the top. There's your double jump. There's your OB. Great stuff. Next up, Carseus, 17.1. Nice, really quick onto that second plasma climb. Opts to take the side wall. Really nice. Next up, 16.9 by yours truly. Don't really remember much about this run, it was quite a while ago. See how it goes. I do the plus back onto the wall. Pretty good speeds. Not the best dismount from that plasma. And I do this weird crossover thing to get the double jump a bit easier. Not the fastest route, of course. Fastest would be a straight line. But I managed to make it happen, so let's go. Next up, 16.7 for effect. Let's go Anton. Plus back on the wall. Much faster into that teleporter than I did. 2 jumps straight up. Or 2 rockets straight up, rather. Standard finish. Well played. Next up, uN-DeaD Cosmonaut. 16.6. Very deliberate start. Again, pretty standard finish, well played. Moving in now to the top 3, we've got 15.8 from Puzifer. Great horizontal plasma there, look at that, 1100 for the teleporter. Nice, good finish as well, bouncing off that ceiling ramp quite well. Next up we have Try Harder. Who's Try Harder? I actually don't know. 15.5. WP. In 1170 there before that ramp jump. Good exit from the rocket pit. Straight into the OB. Great finish, well played. 15.3 for Torje, or however you say it. Well played, let's see how we go. 1230 on that horizontal plasma. It takes a little ground frame though to make sure he gets the double jump, I think. Like celebrating at the end there. Well played. I think we don't really have a run of the week. We have demos of the week, but I mean runs in terms of submissions. But I think Roman's run was the most impressive this week. Definitely the most optimized in every section. Not to discount any runners in CPM, of course, but Roman's run was really cool. We got a couple more CPM demos to look at. We can see the CPM version of that tool assisted run earlier, much faster as you can see, obviously, because it's CPM. This map is made for VQ3, doesn't really have CPM in mind. You can cheese a lot of sections. Say a lot of sections. Well, there's one cheese right there. And another cheese here, you don't have to use the ramps, you just slick and then jump, because CPM is much faster that way. This section's about the same as VQ3. And obviously this is made a lot easier by air control. And here you just double jump and circumvent that wall entirely. Same again here, big double jump on the ramp that's going to help you get across. Refire onto the See, this is my favourite part here. And I'll have to go back and see that in slow-mo, because it skips a significant portion of the end of the map. So bear with me here while we fast forward. I think I could fool people into saying this is how fast Wiz actually is. I think that would genuinely fool some people. Still a wee bit. Pre-fire here onto the quads. It's pretty nice. Apologies for the slow-mo like this. So it does like a plasma ground boost and then plasma hop. Hits this plasma downwards, gets an OB and a plasma hop, and then plasma climbing on the wall is going to take him all the way up to the finish line, again circumventing a massive section. Say massive, circumventing a section before the end. So very well played by Capcorp and his WizCorp TAS. Next up, final demo, it is ZAS. Relatively recent demo, 25.3 on full chemical plant. Pretty decent little run. Seems like a fun map. I like the aesthetic of it as well. Some plasma, of course. Well played. Let me see that one again. I like what he does right at the start here, where he jumps sort of into this ramp, giving him a bunch of height, skipping one of the platforms, and then that causes him to have to sort of weave in order to make the spacing work for these strafe pads. But ultimately resulting in more speed, I would imagine. I think that was a horizontal OB, perhaps? But yeah, really nice looking aesthetic, I quite like it. Dropping into a plasma ground boost like that is pretty impressive, let me say. And there you go, that's all we have. Another quick look at the results. Shout outs to everyone who submitted, of course. Couldn't do it without you. And don't forget, in May, we're going to be hosting the 10th version of TimCon LAN in Poland, Baystack, in a town called Łódź, or Łódź, I'm not really sure how you say it. We're going to have tournaments for Quake Live, CPM, DeFRaG, Midnight Guns. If you don't know what Midnight Guns is, then you're in for a treat. It's basically like Action Quake 2, but it's pretty cool. Really cool game made by Jahar, and obviously DeFRaG. We all know you love DeFRaG. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And if you want to support us in that, you can support us on Patreon. We really need your support in order to make TimCon happen, and we are grateful for any and every penny that we receive. So yeah, help keep TimCon alive. It's a really good event, and we'll be obviously streaming all of it the whole time, for your viewing pleasure. So yeah, nice one. That's all we have for this week. I've been Crazy Al. You've been beautiful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
You have taken the lead.